I started a new Minecraft world in 2025, and what originally started as a simple playthrough quickly evolved and developed into a journey of self-discovery that changed how I see the game and my own life. I'm lucky enough to say that I've been playing Minecraft for years. Probably over a decade, as I still have vivid memories of playing Minecraft around its beta years, if not earlier. Before the hunger bars, before hardcore. I still even remember being upset when they changed the texture of cobblestone. Although I also remember being ecstatic the day creative mode was first released and rushing home after school to create all amounts of weird and wacky things. I'm sure a lot of people my age have similar memories as well. It was really a generational phenomenon for us. And for Gen Alpha, I'm sure it has a unique memory for them as well. They just don't understand what it was like when squids were the only fish in the sea and what it was like walking everywhere without being able to sprint. I'm joking, I know I sound ancient, I promise I'm not. But like any fun adventure, there came a point where the magic began to fade. This game that once kept me awake playing until the early hours of the morning began to lose its appeal. Something which I'm sure is shared by many others in my generation. A sort of burnout associated with Minecraft. We all have nostalgic memories of coming home every day and spending hours just playing away, never getting bored or tired, just completely engrossed and entertained the whole time, always craving more. And yet, today, it doesn't hit the same anymore. Too many times over the past few years I've thought, what the heck? And relaunched Minecraft again, only to feel completely bored after only 10 to 15 minutes of playing. You just find yourself going through the same old boring steps. Load in, punch a tree, create tools, get stone, create stone tools, gather more materials, create a makeshift house, and continue on and on and on. It's a set routine every single time that just drains the life out of me. This rule set is in my mind as if chiseled into stone, that this is the correct way to play Minecraft. Always progressing, always looking forward to upgrading from wood to stone, stone to iron, iron to diamond, diamond to netherite, and still always looking for more. Never taking any time to savor where you are or what you're doing. And it's exhausting. It doesn't feel fun anymore. And every time I would launch a new world, I knew for a fact that I'd have to go through all these steps again, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it anymore. So I wouldn't. And for the longest time I didn't play Minecraft seriously on my own anymore. Only occasionally logging on when the friend group ignited its yearly tradition of creating a communal server for everyone to join. Which is definitely fun while it's happening, but always inevitably fizzles out after a few weeks. Maybe a couple months at most. Because they experience the same thing I do. That burnout, that boredom of grinding materials, looking for that one villager that sells mending, enchanting your armor to its wit's end and then traveling to the end and defeating the Ender Dragon. And then that's it. What more is there to do? Sure, there's woodland mansions, jungle temples, villager outposts, and there's even trial chambers now, but you can complete an entire playthrough from beginning to end without ever encountering these places or needing to go to them. So while I support Minecraft continuously adding new content, no matter how much was added, it still never hooked me enough to want to start a new playthrough. Until about a month ago. I hadn't seriously started a single player Minecraft world for years. Until one evening, I was feeling a bit down. Once again on that doom scroll through my Steam page looking for something new to play. That was until I remembered the one game that's still pinned to my taskbar. The last time I played seriously was around 2021, during the Cave and Cliffs update I think. And I'd heard there'd been a fair amount of content added from that time till now, so I was intrigued to give it another shot. even if it was just to see the new additions and then leave, because I'd take anything at that point. The bar was so low, I just wanted to experience something. And yet, I think that was exactly the unintentional reason why I became so captivated again. As soon as I spawned into my new world, I just knew in the back of my head that I wasn't going to try hard anything this time. I wasn't going to grind hard, I wasn't going to beeline towards a specific goal. I was just going to take it one step at a time, commencing tasks in the order I wanted to do, no matter whether the content I experienced was old or new. And the strangest thing happened. For the first time in years playing this game, I felt happy, almost at peace. It wasn't lonely, it wasn't boring, and I didn't feel railroaded down a particular path. For the first time since I was a little kid, I had somehow rekindled that feeling. I still went through the same steps of getting wood, iron, and stone, but I took it slowly. And in that slower pace, I took time to appreciate the world around me. The hidden, subtle features and formations I would normally rush past, like a waterfall cascading into a hidden underground lake near spawn. I found it serene and beautiful, and decided to settle there because I thought it would be a really neat idea to add wooden paths and stairways and supports and workstations around to make it seem like a real mine. For so many years I had followed the same formula of exploring the endless maze of caves, searching for ore, leaving only a trail of torches behind me. This time, however, I made the conscious decision to not explore the cave further unless I had built the wooden pathway alongside me. Admittedly, this meant that growth and exploration was slow, but it felt that much more earned, that much more impactful and immersive. It might not mean anything to you, but it really helped me feel less like I was rampantly raging through this world, destroying everything in my path to achieve end goals, and instead more logical and purposeful, following along with the path set by nature, and living within its boundaries. Of course I'm still mining up all the ore in the cave systems, but that's beside the point. Whenever I needed more wood to make these paths, I had to go to the surface, which occurred so often that early on I decided to plant a plethora of trees on the surface. Every time they grew, I chopped them down, but because I needed them again, I always made an effort to plant them again. And over time, sometimes these small saplings wouldn't grow into the normal oak trees, but instead the huge oak trees. And I grew to love them so much that I decided to keep them there, really enhancing the serene atmosphere of my area. The point is, all these little things, all these small additions and decisions I made, really helped engage and hold my interest in the game, in a way I never thought it would. It wasn't a forced thing, it was a natural decision born from mediocrity and routine, and a desire for change. Because in the end, life doesn't have to be a rapid, industrial, chaotic change. It can be calm, it can be engaging, it can be yours. It really helped me remember the idea on which Minecraft was founded. A sandbox game in which you make the choices. You do whatever you want to do. It just hadn't felt like that for such a long time. Such a long time that I forgot it could. This world wasn't pushing me forward anymore, I was choosing my own path. And somewhere in that slow, tranquil gameplay, I realized something. Minecraft wasn't just a game I'd fallen back in love with, it was reflecting life back at me. That shift from grinding for what's next to appreciating what's here wasn't just keeping me engaged in Minecraft, it was reminding me of something I'd lost in the real world too. Playing Minecraft again released a wave of nostalgia, a bunch of memories I forgot I had. My life had run almost parallel with Minecraft. In Minecraft's alpha and beta stages, I was a young kid, and as its updates progressed, I aged. As Minecraft became more mature, so did I. And when you transform from kid into teenager, at least in my experience, you get a bit overwhelmed. When you become fully conscious, fully self-aware, you begin to worry about things you had never even thought of before. Gone are the days of only having to worry about school and what games you were going to play when you got home. Now it's degrees, careers, and the rest of your life. You start seeing the problems of the world, and in that moment, you lose a bit of your innocence. The world once vibrant, starts to feel dim, stripped of meaning. All you see are problems, pain and suffering stretching out for miles. But what is impossible to see when you're lost in this fog is the truth. The truth being that this doesn't last. Childhood is bright and sunny. The teen years feel dark and uncertain. But these aren't opposites, they're not mutually exclusive. They're two halves of a greater whole. Light has meaning because of darkness, the night feels heavier because of the day. We learn to acknowledge the bad without letting it consume us, and in doing so, we value the good even more. Life shifts from black and white to shades of grey. The world is complex, yes, but what was once overwhelming becomes intricately beautiful. We don't need to understand it all. We just need to know that we can make it better through small, everyday actions. Being an incredible part of this giant story that is humanity. And that is the beautiful lesson that Minecraft taught me. That ultimately, meaning is something that you must decide for yourself. The world in Minecraft is seemingly infinite. There's always another village to find, another cave to mine, a new location to explore. It can be overwhelming if you think you have to do it all, but you don't. You set your own goals. Maybe it's building a quiet farm. Maybe it's mining ore until you have a mountain of it. Maybe it's crafting a cozy cabin in the woods. It doesn't matter, as long as it matters to you. And to me, that's the beautiful lesson of Minecraft that we should apply to our own lives. Screw what other people think of you, what they think of this world, and what they think that you should do with it. You are your own person. You don't owe anything to anyone. This world is so large, it contains so much, that it's a waste of energy worrying about every little opinion and every little voice telling you how to live. In the end, that's what Minecraft taught me. Not just to survive, but to live. To do what makes me happy, both in this vast world and in our own.